usual, let us begin with this one here. Now, my brother, my sister, I'm reading this from Peace FM Online, and it says, don't run away like your boss. Let's have a debate. Napo tells Professor Opoku Jumah. And I read, now, the vice presidential candidate for the new patriotic party, the NPP, has thrown a challenge to his counterpart from the National Democratic Congress for an open debate before the December 7 presidential election. Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempe, in a one-on-one interview with Kwame Sefakaya on Peace FM's flagship morning show, Kokroko said it will be fair for Professor J. Nana Opoku Jumah to accept a debate since they both served as education ministers in their respective parties. Now, according to him, the NDC's running mate should not be like her boss, who is running away to debate his boss, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. If John Mahama, the NDC flag bearer, is scared and running away from international debates, they should organize it for the two former education ministers to debate. We both served for 4 years as ministers. Why is she scared? He questioned, adding that the debate can be in her bedroom and I will still win. When I hear people like Napo speak, I lose interest in education. These are the people who have terminal degrees, right? He's a medical doctor. When I hear people like Napo speak, that is when I realize that truly Ghana has returned to the dark age. But there is hope. When I hear people like Napo speak, I wonder what kind of medical doctors we are churning out, unleashing them on the innocent patients. May I leave all these rhetorics and go into the real content? Look, Napa is looking for a way to be validated. The electorate right here in Ghana is not interested in anything NPP. They say someone who has been stung by a bee before, even when this person sees a mere house fly, the person starts shouting, bee, 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 bee. Somebody who has been bitten by a snake before, a mere earthworm is enough to frighten the person to bits. My brother, my sister, Ghanaians have tasted the arrogance of the party in power. Ghanaians are not ready to gamble with their lives anymore. Now, the man with the magical wand, the economic magical wand, Bawumia, was shipped in to the chagrin of all NPP members. They did not understand why somebody alien to their culture should be shipped in and forced down their throats like a dirty bitter pill. But Nana Akufo-Addo did it. He was convinced that Bawumia was the one who held the magic wand as far as the economy was concerned. As to where he got that from, only in a private interview would he be able to tell us. My brother, my sister, Bawumia came in. From the days he started campaigning, oh, he was full of brilliance. He spoke all the economics we wanted to hear. Oh, yes. When the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate, we remember that clearly. The exchange rate will expose you. We remember all the economics that Wale Adam Smith unleashed on us, the innocent sheep of the Ghanaian pastures. My brother, my sister, Bawumia came into office, and for the first 2 years, he was still behaving as if he was on a campaign trail. His campaign was only attacking John Dramani Mahama. And coming from the same region as him, many were those who seemed to be hearing him and listening to him. And I was one of those, I must admit. They say when a crocodile comes out of water, to tell you that when the fish is sleeping, it snores. Quar, quar, quar. You must believe the crocodile. After all, these are the two that live in the water. You are not an aquatic animal. So coming from the same region, Bawumia came out and told us all the nasty things about Mahama. Well, we were fed up, we were tired. For 2 years, when they came into office, instead of concentrating on dealing with the economy, Bawumia was still moving from one stage to the other as if he was still campaigning for votes. In fact, they manufactured so many lies and chose him as the carrier of lies, the prophet of lies. He unleashed on us one lie upon the other. At the time, we thought it was the gospel. Today, my brother, my sister, the danger has gone beyond looming. It has exploded in our faces. My brother, my sister, they used Bawumia and he never knew. Today, his credibility has totally been shattered. There's nothing Bawumia would do or say that will let the average Ghanaian detach him from the tag of lies, the king of lies, the prophet of lies. Unfortunately for him, he doesn't also get guided and guarded when he's speaking. Oh, I was only a mate, you know. Demeaning the office of the vice president, making it look like a robotic kind of office. My brother, my sister, Bawumia sat down and watched all these arrogant people unleash on Ghanaians, mete out to Ghanaians all the dirty vitriol. Today we sit back and see how far we've been poisoned beyond recognition. Bawumia was responsible. He was the most eloquent. They chose the garrulous Bawumia, and he spoke poison into our heads and bodies. Today, we are struggling, my brother, my sister, to detoxify. Should I end it? Watch this. Now that Bawumia is struggling to stand on his 2 feet, nobody trusts him anymore. My brother, my sister, even his own party has rejected him. There has never been any kind of apathy in the party to this magnitude like we are seeing now in the NPP. I have met so many NPP people, and the message they tell me is to vote for John Mahama, they may not. But for Bawumia, they will never vote at all. It means they are not sure of Mahama. But as for Bawumia, even though they belong to that party, they are so much in a hurry to disown him, get him away so they can sweep his footsteps away so they can get their party back. For them, he's an alien forced on them. This is the level of apathy in the party. After all, it was called Buzio Dankwa. They never brought in Dombo until just a few seconds ago, when Kufuor stood on his 2 feet and said that, no, we've done so much injustice to our brother from the north. So it became Dankwa, Buzia, Dombo. Now they cannot tell us anything to convince us about Bawumia. So Bawumia is now hanging on a thin thread of hopelessness. My brother, my sister, this is Napo now. Unfortunately, they gave him a running mate who was diarrhea of the mouth. Little common sense, but too much diarrhea of the mouth. Mukwame Nkrumah, all Ghanaians heard him loud and clear. My brother, my sister, we all heard him when he told us that they will never stop galamsey. They would only try to stop them from mining in the water bodies just because they want to win an election by hook or crook. Today he's looking for a debate. Why do I need to debate somebody who has a diarrhea of the mouth? Somebody who has a little sense. If you can insult the founder of this nation, if you can be a threat to the lives of Ghanaians by encouraging galamsey, I have no respect absolutely for you. This is the guy who wants to be vice president of the republic. And he wants to be validated with a debate. Now, if you do it, it means that you don't even know what you're about. I have too much respect for you to ever have you accept to have a debate with somebody who is far below you. I'm going to leave you with a quote. And this is from the great Henry Clark. You know him, right? Great Pan-Africanist. He said, I debate with my equals. The rest I teach. Hallelujah. Oh, Jesus. You want to hear that quote again? Henry Clark. You know what he said? I quote, I debate with my equals. The rest I teach. People like Napo do not merit a debate from Professor Nana Ajimai. They are little toddler kindergarten students, pupils sitting down on the bare floor and the trees, ready to be taught common sense. I leave it here. Still on Napo, and I need you to come along. Let's deal with this. I'm reading this from Peace FM Online, and it says, galamsey fight. We can never stop mining in this country. But, and this is Napo speaking. I read, Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh has promised miners in Ghana that the new patriotic party will not take away their livelihood when retained in power. Galamsey has become an albatross on the neck of the ruling party, with UTAG and backing on strike and others demonstrating to mount pressure on the president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, to stop the illegal mining activities. There are also calls on the president to declare a state of emergency and suspend small-scale mining in the country. Responding to these calls, Dr. Opoku Prempeh stressed that the MPP will not stop any person from mining. Rather, what they will continue to fight against is illegal mining, which is locally referred to as galamsey. We can never stop mining in this country. For hundreds of years, we will mine, but we have to mine it legally and responsibly. He stated in an interview on Peace FM's Kokroko show. He charged Ghanaians to vote for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, who, he noted, has developed pragmatic measures to curb the galamsey menace. So you see the kind of leaders you people have voted into power. He says we can never stop mining in this country. My brother, these guys are not even thinking about agriculture. They are thinking about degrading the earth. If I was president, I will stop all forms of mining in the country immediately. Small scale, big scale, medium scale, all forms of mining will stop immediately. Except mining that takes us several hundreds of kilometers down, like Kwame Nkrumah did in the days. Surface mining will be banned with immediate effect. You can never even try aquatic mining, what we call alluvial mining. You can't try it. All those who are going to be laid off, my brother, my sister, depending on whether they were doing it legally or not, will be channeled into agriculture. Our country needs agriculture more than this degradation called mining. My brother, go to any area in the world where mining happens. There's disaster. Instead of running away from mining to keep people alive, no, they tell you responsible mining. What is responsible mining? When it kills people every now and then. You cannot be the least innovative. Let the white man today come out and say, mining has killed so many people, and for that matter, we want to stop mining and we want to do more agriculture. You will see Ghana saying that, say no to mining. We are never original. What is it about mining that we can't stop? Must we all wear gold? What does gold do for us at all? Apart from the fact that we wear it for prestigious reasons. How do you sell your livelihood, your basic livelihood, for prestige? That is foolishness. When somebody is looking for his daily bread in order to survive, you are talking about prestige. You are holding 1 million Ghana cedis in your hand. Somebody needs 1 cedi out of the money to be able to survive. You say no, you are keeping it so you be called a millionaire. Because if you give out that 1 cedi, you'll be short of 1 cedi to be called a millionaire. For that matter, you will keep that 1 cedi, watch the person die, so you will still have the tag of a millionaire. That is what mining is to us. This is common sense. Do we eat gold? Tell me one medicine that is made out of gold. Is paracetamol made from gold? Mojedro, is it made from gold? Look, gold is just for prestigious reasons and purposes. Why is so people will say you are rich? That's the foolishness about this gold, diamond, and all those nonsensical things. Yet agriculture, apart from the fact that they feed us, I'm talking about the plants. We eat so that we can have the basic necessity of life, which is life in itself. We make medicines out of this. We are able to make many more products out of these agricultural products. With gold, we make nothing apart from nothing. Yet, the paradox of life, everybody feels very wealthy when they have gold. Yet, you feel empty when you have everything agriculture. We need to think about this seriously. Napo is saying that they will never stop mining in this country. Low brains. How did Sankara salvage his country from the economic downturns and depression? Agriculture. To the point that the West became so scared of him, they had to find a way of removing him. Sankara said, and that was his motto, he who feeds you controls you. So he refused to be fed. In our country, we are so much in a hurry to be fed. We like to lalasu lala. Kamala Harris comes here. She talks jazz into our ears. Yet we behave like some meek lambs just because she has a check dangling in our faces. Do you truly have independence? Or is dependence? It's so shocking. Listen to what Napo is saying. Countries with common sense today are looking at engaging agriculture, not mining. But we, because we are so basic in our thinking, natural resources, gold, diamond, oil, gold, diamond, oil. And when they get depleted, we return to zero. We go back to the ancient days, the dark days. Are these leaders? Leaders who have no common sense? Are these leaders who are not visionaries? Are these leaders or misleaders or ignoramusus or zombies or robots? What are they? Or koliko? I leave it here. And this is a medical doctor. He knows the dangers of mining. He was taught this in Kwame Nkrumah's university. He knows what mining comes with. Any sensible medical doctor should be advising his patients to run away from sickness, not this medical doctor. We will never stop mining. Despite all the chemicals we use that poison the ground, that come with mining, it's okay. After all, we make money. Yes, we make money. The economy will be better and we will all be happy. Despite the millions who will die, we will make billions. After all, some people must naturally die, so some will live. It's a natural selection. These kinds of brains, God forbid. Watch this. Next thing I want to look at, and I want to be as brief as possible. I'm reading this from Ghana Web, and it says public uproar as social media users slaughter Giok MD over claim that no sensible person is in the NDC. And I read it. Some social media users are not sparing the managing director of Giok Distilleries Company Limited, Maxwell Kofi Jumah, over comments he made on Angel FM in Kumasi on October 16, 2024. During his appearance on the station, Maxwell Kofi Jumah stated that people who lose their minds in the new patriotic party are those who ran to the opposition, the National Democratic Congress. Conversely, he claimed that those who have sense are the ones who come to the new patriotic party, the NPP. He also alleged that Alan Chemartin, a former NPP member now contesting the 2024 election, is an independent candidate. He's been sponsored by the NDC and is his flag bearer, John Dramani Mahama. I have said it here before, and I know people won't be happy about it, but I will say it again. If you are in the NPP and lose your mind, just say, oh, NPP mu now ubodama. You move to the NDC or Hona ube call NDC na NDC no ayarisabia your friend was asylum. If you are in the NDC and you gain sense na wo NDC muna wa bodamna sesiana wa dwen abefia enu na oba NPP. That is when you come to the NPP. Hallelujah. That I was say. He didn't end there. He said, and I quote, Alan should go for therapy. If he regains his senses, he will come back. Oh my God. Alan, so you see what your own party is doing to you. The party that you have served for how long? The party that you have helped to milk this country. Today, listen to what they are telling you. They say, Omusi wa bodam. You have lost your mind. Wa bodam. And the Mfonko asylum, they walk panye. They mau brodo on one hand, they mau stone in the other hand to see which one you will chew, to see if you are sane or you are gone. Jesus have mercy. I hear when you lose your mind and they take you to the asylum, the first thing they ask you is, are you hungry? If you say yes, then they give you a stone. If you say, say when you be. They took somebody that I knew there. When they gave him a stone, say, oh, now where the other? Yeah, the man who wait my who are who the idea we mama. Yeah, man who and now we abuakra or sadi we ope. Sardine bini fried rice bini and nama punch nama nasa kukonam ne tie no ne sre hono and no parent realize that this guy is not a madman. He's a crazy idiot who wants to come and eat asylum food. My brother, my sister, Maxwell Kofi Jumah is not a tolerant person. He's not a smart guy. You see, they sit in Kumasi there in the stronghold of the NPP. And they think that that is the whole of Ghana, unfortunately. So they speak. And later when they come out of Kumasi, they realize that, in the voice of Calibos, my young sebi. It's sad. How could you speak like this? Somebody who probably was in the party long before you. He left the party. Instead of finding a way of appeasing him and talking to him and continually talking to him, you have sold him out and called him a madman. Oh, Alan, my brother, and to consider members of the other political party as crazy people, mad people, people with no common sense, it tells you the level of desperation with the NPP. They are so desperate. They know they have lost the elections already. I will not be surprised if 2 days to election, they lie that Nana Addo has been captured. These people, they are not far from doing it. I don't trust them. 2 days to the election, they can say that Nana Akufo-Addo has been captured. Somebody has kidnapped him. A Galamsey has kidnapped him. And for that matter, there's a state of emergency. For the next 4 years, there will be another state of emergency. They can do this, these dirty people in power. They can do it. Or 2 days to the election, 3 days to the election, 4 days to the election, Nana Addo can lie that he's so sick, he's suffering from hernia, aka Gbewa, aka Cho. And for that matter, he can't rule the country anymore. His vice president should come and be president whilst he seeks treatment. And when you do that, what happens? Where are the lawyers? 1 week president. At least he will run to Wale Wale and tell the people, I was once president for 1 week. Adam Smith. Wale Wale Adam Smith. When you travel to Wale Wale, my brother, my sister, the people are so loving. I love them. Very lovely people. They're so peaceful. But this one day, I don't know. All right, so we have much more, but my producer is telling me that we should stop and go. All right, but let me just look at this, if you may permit me. And this one I'm reading from Peace FM Online. It says, even at the height of COVID-19 pandemic, Bawumia brought Agenda 111 idea. Akufo-Addo commends VEEP. President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo has credited Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia for the idea of having hospitals in districts without hospitals. Commending Dr. Bawumia for his forward thinking and commitment to the development of the nation during his visit to the northern region on Tuesday, President Akufo-Addo said Dr. Bawumia came up with the idea in the sight of the COVID-19. Well, I just want to ask the president one question. And I'm not going to comment on this. Agenda 419. Sorry, Agenda 111. Agenda 11, please, it's not 419. Agenda 111. It used to be Agenda 88. Now it's Agenda 111, 111. All Nana Akufo-Addo's cousins who have had stroke in the past 1 month. No, what for say for a stroke no? The stroke I show from no. Which of the Agenda 111 hospitals are they in? Please direct me so I'll go and pay them a visit. Mr. President, Bawumia suggested the 111, Agenda 111 hospitals, right? Yeah, that's it. Na mi bisa asembisa bakupewo. So the Ghana phone nyina beti ase. Unwa for asifo stroke ahwe mo ahwe from no. In the past month no, Agenda 111 hospitals no ben muna omoda. In which of the Agenda 111 hospitals are they? So that we can go with Ekutu. Any Bofre, any Bakunu your friend saying, mango cry tree, your friend saying, mango tree, mango, your friend saying, mango, a mango. Massa. so that ye dini nyina abekwa komo. What a disgrace. Where are the hospitals? Your nephews and cousins are getting stroke and you are rushing them to hospitals abroad. Your finance minister, the other day had COVID-19, they ran him all the way abroad. Tell me, all your cousins who are getting stroke, show me which of the Agenda 11 hospitals they are in. Fire will burn these people. Over the weekend, my little daughter came up to me and she said they had given her a tree assignment in school. I can. And she said, hey, Radinyami. She brought me a textbook and I had to read it in tree. Yeah. I wanted to screenshot it and bring it here. And I started reading. Now big tree words. Yeah, intina. I say, hey, yeah, dear, yeah, inti. Me dear, me call Kumasi no. Me tree teacher. One say me yeah inti, or say me say inti. A mistake, Anna. And I boldly told my daughter, this is a mistake. They have printed it wrong. The Y there is supposed to be S. Say inti. But I quickly decided to call my producer. On a tree power of him fee. I say, Lord, me can't tree book be how. Now say see ye inti no. Say a mistake or say Debbie. And only a friend who a crap him tree. Say ye. And when I catch me basse a mistake no boldly. And I asked my daughter, I see opinion yari no and I edi. Ne jumafo edi ekutu. Any bofre, any pano, ekomano, or musrano, or yarisabiano. And I asked her, do you know bofre? He said, no. Do you know ekutu? He said, no. I said, this one that you must know. Pano is what? Yes, dada, I know. What is it? Pano. He said, it's pineapple. Oh, Jesus. When you come from areas outside the Ashanti region and you go to school outside the Ashanti region and you still have to learn Twi, which is the biggest language in the whole Ghana, my brother, you have to be prepared. How about those who are learning Ga and they are coming all the way from Mampurugu? It's beautiful, isn't it? We are learning so many different Ghanaian languages. Even if there was Zulu, I'm sure we'll still learn it. Let us encourage each other to learn different languages, apart from languages that we feel so responsible to learn. My name is Blakk Rasta, and I want to say thank you so much. I appreciate you and I love you. We have so many other things we could have looked at, but we don't have too much time, so I need to leave it here. My God. Okay, my producer says take 2 more minutes. Okay, so look at this. This one is from My Joy Online, and it says NAPO apologizes to bondholders for impact of DDEP. What is DDEP? You know it, right? Now, Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh, the new Patriotic Party's vice presidential candidate, has publicly apologized to bondholders who faced negative impacts from the government's domestic debt exchange program. Yo. Very soon, he will go and apologize to the people of Takwa when they start dying from cancer, and apologize to people from Accra who have drank water and eaten vegetables from backyards that have been polluted with galamsey. My brother, they say, had I known, is always at last. And this is an African proverb, please. Me paucho, a African proverb. I'm not the one saying it. Producer, get closer and tell me this. You see, agro, you see, kwasia ni betino na agro na asa na can say kwasia any betino na agro na asa. Your way be a ekano. Kwasia any betino na agronasa. Somebody's going to whisper to me in the microphone. Agro, you say kwasia ni betino na agrona agregu. Kwasia ni any betino na agregu. Oh, Ewurade nyame. All these people, they can be put in that category before they realize the game would have been over.
This is